Hey folks, this is Kelani. Let's have a look-see at the fairy-tale tree-huggers that are the Aurin. For thousands of years, the Aurin lived peacefully on their planet of Arborea. Their society evolved over time within nature, allowing them to live in perfect harmony with their surroundings. This existence grew into a truly symbiotic relationship with Arborea's forests and the creatures that lived within them. The Aurin took only what they needed to survive, and gave everything they could back in a perfect circle. Led by an unbroken line of queens that communed with the ancient and powerful Mother Tree, the Aurin enjoyed a peaceful life in their hidden paradise on the edge of the fringe. Aurin are a friendly race that pride themselves on harmony, balance and positivity. As a result, most every Aurin is polite, chipper and highly tolerant of other races. Despite this, Aurin are ferocious fighters who will not hesitate to gut anyone who disrupts the values they hold so dear, especially if they harm their environment. Their communities are led by matriarchs, powerful female Aurin who form connections with the forests around them. Through these connections they can interact with a force called the Weave, the energy that connects all living beings. This allows them to effectively talk to organisms like trees, feel the general health of their habitat in their gut, and even feed off the life energy of the flora. This allows them to take care of their habitat properly. Though they revere nature, Aurin are omnivores and still hunt animals for their meat, skin and bones. Hunters do not take their job lightly and emphasize the proper killing of prey. Isolated by the location of their homeworld, the Aurin had never encountered off-worlders until the arrival of the exiles. Appreciating their wish for independence, the Aurin welcomed them into their homes, curious about their stories and adventures beyond the stars. The Aurin were happy to trade fresh food and water for the strange tools and technologies offered by the exiles, and a friendship born of kindness and generosity quickly bloomed between the two parties. The exiles didn't stay for long though, having an urgent need to move on in hope they weren't tracked by the Dominion to Arborea. Their hopes didn't help much. The Dominion descended upon Arborea without mercy, claiming the planet as their own and ravaging the beautiful verdant kingdom the Aurins had called home for so long. Even though they knew how to fight and had some new toys thanks to their new friendship, the Dominion employed huge resource harvesting machines which devastated the planet. Without much hope of fighting back and their casualties unsustainable, the Aurin had to flee as they watched the Dominion annihilate their planet. The newly crowned queen, Malaya Everstar, sent out a distress signal to their human friends, hoping that her people might be saved from destruction. The exiles received Queen Malaya's cry for help and immediately formulated a daring rescue plan. Soon evacuation vessels were landing on Arborea and gathering as many of the Aurin as they could harbour. Even with every transport ship available to the exiles, it soon became clear that not all the Aurin could be saved. Queen Malaya initially refused to abandon her people, vowing to stay and fight for her beloved homeworld until the bitter end. Her advisors convinced her that she must escape and live on, so the Aurin as a race could live on. Such is the duty of a queen. Broken-hearted, Malaya agreed to board the transport for the good of her people, but promised those who remained she would one day return. Safely aboard the exile fleet, the Aurin struggled to overcome the despair they felt leaving their homeworld. They slowly adjusted to life in space and embraced the sciences and technologies of their new allies, using their affinity with nature to tend and maintain the fleet's agricultural vessels. Despite the tragedy they had suffered, the Aurin were determined to survive. They looked to the future as plans to settle on Nexus would mean a new home with their new friends, though none of them would ever forget their duty to return and reclaim their homeworld of Arborea and rescue those left behind. Thanks for watching folks, good luck and have fun, and as always, I will see you next time.